Hello, you. Thanks so much for joining me today. I'm Yaz, and I will be leading you through a 1 hour yin yoga class that is great before bedtime. Oftentimes, when I am stressed out, or when there's a lot on my mind, or I'm just struggling to go to sleep and I'm restless, yoga has been my saving grace. It's been my go to allow me to relax any lingering thoughts, to relax any tension in my body so that I can just ease and drift into quality sleep. Because a lot of times we get rest, or I won't even say rest. A lot of times we go through the motions of sleeping, but our bodies don't adequately rest in the act of us sleeping. And so this class is geared towards helping us to release tension from the places that we hold a lot of stress, which is in our hips and in our shoulders. And we'll be using props to do so. So if you have yoga blocks and if you have a strap, I would say go ahead and pause the video so you can go and get those. Otherwise, if you don't have blocks, you can grab some textbooks. And if you don't have a strap, you can grab a belt. And from there, we'll go ahead and get started. You can come to a comfortable seat, whatever that looks like for you in this moment. And once you are there, we'll bring our palms together and we'll rub them to get a little bit of heat, a little bit of friction going there. All right, and once they're nice and warm, we'll go ahead and place our right hand over our heart with the left hand on top. And we'll close our eyes and or lower your gaze, whichever one feels best for you in this moment. As we go inward here, you can take an inhale here through your nose and exhale, releasing your shoulders down and away from your ears. And we'll go into a 4-part breathing practice here. And so we'll inhale for 4 seconds. We'll hold our breath at the top for 4 seconds. Then we'll exhale for 4 seconds. And we'll hold our breath at the bottom for 4 seconds. And no need to worry about counting. I will do all the counting for you. All you need to do is be present here. And so we'll go ahead and start that breath here. So take an inhale through your nose, filling up your stomach, your chest with air for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold your breath at the top for 1, 2, 3, 4. And exhale out your mouth for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold your breath at the bottom nice and empty for 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll do that again, filling all the way up with air for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold your breath at the top for 1, 2, 3, 4. And exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold your breath at the bottom for 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, inhale nice and big for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold your breath at the top for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale out your mouth for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold your breath at the bottom for 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale through your nose. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold your breath for 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice slow exhale out your mouth for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold your breath nice and empty at the bottom for 1, 2, 3, 4. And again here, inhaling through your nose for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold your breath at the top for 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice slow exhale out the mouth for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold your breath nice and empty at the bottom for 1, 2, 3, 4. And Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold your breath at the top for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale out your mouth. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold your breath at the bottom, nice and empty. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 more of these. Inhale through your nose. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold your breath. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice slow exhale. Hold your breath nice and empty at the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the last one. Make it count. Inhale through your nose. Hold your breath at the top. Nice slow exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold your breath at the bottom. And release. And you can release your hands and bring your breath back to normal here. Great job there. And we'll inhale to open both arms out nice and wide, stretching like you're a rubber band, stretching your fingertips as far away from each other as possible. Inhale here. And exhale and wrap your arms around yourself like you're giving a nice big hug with your right arm on top first. And you can grab either shoulder here and take an inhale here. And as you exhale, relax your shoulders down and away from your ears. So oftentimes when we're stressed, our shoulders can tend to be up by our ears. You want to relax them down here, adding some space. And inhale again here. And on this exhale, we'll gently tilt our head over to the left. So we're not being forceful here, letting gravity do the work. We're just tilting our head over to the left so we can get a nice stretch in our right side of our neck here. And feel free to close your eyes or lower your gaze for a second. We'll be holding this pose for about a minute to a minute and a half. But focus in on the sensations along the right side of your neck. And notice if your body is tensing up anywhere in this pose. Notice if your shoulders are tension or if your hands are grasping extra hard around your shoulders. We'll take an inhale here. And exhale to release any tension you might have noticed. Focusing on your breath here. Inviting this intention, rest is my birthright. Embodying rest while in this pose. Feeling any tension, any stress leaving your shoulders here, leaving your neck. Giving yourself permission to open yourself to relaxation, to rest, to release. And notice if you're clenching your jaw or if your tongue is at the roof of your mouth, go ahead and add a little space there in between your teeth. We're here for a few more seconds. And inhale here. And exhale, gently bring your head back up to center. And we'll inhale to extend both arms out nice and wide again. So again, stretching your fingertips as far away from each other as possible. Inhale here. And exhale, and this time left arm on top as we give ourselves a nice warm embrace here. Grabbing your shoulders or the outside of your arms, whatever is accessible in this moment. And go ahead and take an inhale here. Exhale and roll those shoulders down, adding some space away from your ears. And inhale again here. And exhale, you can bring your right ear to your right shoulder this time. Again, not forcing, but just tilting and then letting gravity do the rest of the work for you. Feeling these sensations along the left side of your neck here. Again, noticing where you might be clenching, where you might be squeezing. You could even be squeezing in your thighs or your legs or toes in this moment. If you feel that in your body, notice it, and then take an inhale here and exhale to give yourself permission to release. And you can repeat the affirmation, rest is my birthright. And we're here for about another minute. But allow your head to be nice and heavy. There's no expectation for how far tilted your head should go. Just listen to your body and trust what it's saying to you. Give yourself permission to release tension here in your neck and your shoulders. We're here for a few more seconds. And inhale here. And exhale, you can gently bring your head back up and you can release your hands down. And we'll grab our blocks. All right, and I'm going to place my block in front of me on the highest level. So that is the long level here. And we're going to stay seated in our easy seat. If you aren't already in easy seat, you can make your way there. And we'll come to a seated forward fold here. So you can inhale, making sure you're sitting up nice and tall here, hands rested in front of you on the ground, spine nice and straight, shoulders down and away from your ears. So we'll stretch up nice and tall for this inhale. And as you exhale, you can gently walk your hands forward, bringing your forehead in contact with your mat. And allow yourself to rest here. So you can bring your forearms down to the ground if that is comfortable. Otherwise, it's okay if they're not down, but just allow your forehead to rest here in this forward fold. And give yourself permission to let your shoulders gently round here. So you don't have to keep pressing them down in a way. You can release tension by letting them round and relaxing your neck here. If you're finding that there's some tension or some discomfort in your neck, maybe try adjusting your blocks. You might need to slide it a little more forward. Or if you feel like it's too far away, try sliding it a little more towards your body. But give yourself permission to find a comfortable place here. And feel this gentle release also in your hips and maybe even in your knees. And as you take this next inhale, imagine sending this exhale to wherever you feel the most tension. And that exhale is a message telling your body it's okay to let go. It's okay to release and relax. Breathing nice and slowly here. Listening to your body. Here for a few more seconds. Just having the image of rest in your mind. What does rest feel like? What does rest look like? Pondering on that while we're here in this pose for a few more seconds. And inhale here. And exhale, and you can gently press into your palms to walk your hands back towards your body. And we'll do the same, but with our legs crossed on the more non-traditional way, the way that you don't normally cross your legs. So I'm gonna move my right leg from the back to the front, so still in crisscross applesauce easy seat. And we're gonna do that same thing here, bringing our block back in front of us. And this is just so we can get it even. We can show both hips an even amount of love. And we'll rest our hands on either side of the block and inhale, pressing our shoulders away from our ears, sitting up nice and tall here. And exhale, and you can walk your hands forward until your forehead comes in contact with the mat. Again, if you moved your block to cross your legs the other way, you might need to find that sweet spot again. You have permission to do so. Take your time, there's no rush. And once you're there, if your forearms want to rest on the ground, if that's comfortable, you can find your way there. And take an inhale here. And exhale, release any tension in your shoulders. Relax your neck. Relax your jaw. If you're clenching your teeth, you have permission to add some space in between them. And move your tongue from the roof of your mouth. There might be some tension, some extra sensations going on in your hips while we're in this fold. We can take an inhale here. And exhale, send that breath directly to your hips. Again, that breath is just a message saying it's okay, you can release. Here for a few more seconds. Breathe here, focusing on your breath, noticing any sensations in your body. And inhale here. And exhale, you can press into your palms and take your time walking your hands back towards your body. And we'll move our blocks to the side for now. All right. And I'll turn to face the long side of my mat. If you aren't already there, you can do the same, straightening your legs out in front. And since our legs were just folded up, you can gently pitter patter, shake your legs out to add some extra feeling there. And I invite you to also engage your toes here. We neglect our toes a lot, and we wear shoes, which tends to tighten our feet and toes up. So I want you to flex your feet and spread your toes nice and open here. Giving them some extra love here. And we'll sit up nice and tall, and we'll reach our hands up towards the sky as we inhale. So press your fingertips away from the ground. Roll your shoulders down as you exhale and away from your ears. And if your hands are directly at your ears, go ahead and add an extra space. So they don't need to be far out to the side, but they also don't need to be directly outside of your head. Just bring them right. Bring your hands, your wrists right above your shoulders here. You can engage your hands, engage your toes. Inhaling here one last time, sitting up nice and tall. And as we exhale, we'll twist to the right. So right hand comes behind you like a kickstand. Left hand comes on the outside of your right leg. And we'll inhale to sit up nice and tall. And exhale, instead of trying to look and turn your neck behind your back, press that right shoulder back. So this is a safer way to stretch, and you get a better stretch in your upper spine here. And you can bring your gaze in the same direction as your chest. So less tension on your neck here. And inhale to sit up nice and tall. Exhale to twist, pressing that right shoulder back a little bit more. Noticing where in your body, if there's any discomfort, noticing any sensations. Really feel where in your spine that you feel this stretch. And just notice. And keep engaging those toes. Keep stretching those toes. Flexing your feet. Keeping them engaged. And we'll inhale here one last time, sitting up tall. And exhale, twisting back to the center. We'll do the same on the other side. Inhaling, both hands up nice and tall. Again, shoulders down and away from your ears, so not scrunched up, but nice and relaxed. Toes engaged, nice and open and flexed. Fingers engaged as you reach. Inhale. And exhale, twisting to the left this time. So left hand behind you like a kickstand. Right hand just outside your left leg. Inhaling to sit up nice and tall here. Exhale, again, not looking behind you, but pushing that left shoulder back to go deeper into your twist. So I've had the habit of thinking that if I just look behind me as far as I can, that means my twist is deeper, but that's not necessarily the case. We want to preserve our neck, and the best way to do so is by pressing that shoulder back. A few more seconds here. Keep engaging those toes, showing them love, showing them that they're not forgotten. Say hello, toes. You can even wiggle them too. Whatever feels good in this moment. We're here for a few more seconds. And inhale here, sitting up tall one last time. And exhale, you can release and twist back to the front. All right, and from here, we will bend our left knee in. All right, so I just have my left knee bent with the sole of my foot is resting on the inside of my right thigh, and my left leg is rested on the ground. All right, so once you are there, if you have your strap or your belt or your t-shirt, whatever prop you want to use, you can go ahead and grab it. Otherwise, I'll also show you what you can do without the prop. And so we will go ahead and lasso the strap around the ball, the middle of our foot here. And we'll inhale to sit up nice and tall. So again, this is the common theme for this class, rolling your shoulders down away from your ears, lifting your spine nice and tall, pressing the crown of your head towards the ceiling. So nice, tall, confident seat. And as you exhale, you can pull your chest forward with the strap. If you want, you can even walk your hands down some. Now, if you don't have your strap or a shirt, what you can do is bring your hands under your calf or as far down your leg as what is accessible. And if there's a slight bend in this leg, that's okay. And you can interlace your fingers under whichever point you'd like to rest them. And we'll inhale to stretch our spine nice and straight. So imagine the crown of your head lifting away from your seat. So nice and long, shoulders down away from the ears as you inhale. And exhale, pulling your chest forward as if you're trying to get it to go towards your knee here. All right, so breathe here. Notice where you feel sensations in your body. You might feel them along the back of your right leg and your hamstrings. You might feel sensations in your back here. but just notice and focus on your breath. As we invite that intention, feel free to repeat it. Rest is my birthright. All right, and for this last minute or so, we can make this pose a little more passive. So take an inhale here. And as you exhale, you can allow your forearms to rest on the ground if they find the ground, and you can round your spine down here. You can let your shoulders naturally roll. Let your chin come closer to your chest. And just rest here briefly. Again, noticing where you feel tension. Feel this release in your spine, and take an inhale here. And let's send this exhale to our spine. Our spine does a lot of work for us throughout the day. Helps us to walk, to stand, and how it encloses our central nervous system. It's so important that we take care of our spine and show it some love. So while we're here for these last few seconds in this pose, let's send some appreciation to our spine for doing its job. A few more seconds here. And inhale here. And exhale. If you have the strap, you can drop it down. If your palms were facing up, you can rest them and press your hands into the mat, walking your body towards you, slowly rolling up. And from here, we're going to keep this left knee bent, but we're going to pick it up and bring it on top of that right leg and across the right leg. So the goal is to stack our left knee on top of the right. If that is not accessible, it is also okay for it to rest wherever is the furthest place that is comfortable. So as close as you can get your knees stacking, get them there. All right, and if you want, you can grab your blocks and you can rest them on either side. We're going to rest the tops of our forearms on the blocks. But to start, we'll inhale. You can rest your palms on the blocks. We're going to sit up nice and straight, shoulders away from the ears. And exhale, you can gently begin to fold forward here. Again, resting those forearms down on your blocks. If you need to adjust them, you can. And imagine your forehead being magnetically pulled towards your knee. But we're not doing the pulling, we're letting gravity do the work. So that pulling is you just relaxing. So inhale here, exhale, relax your neck. Let your head hang closer to your knee. Let your shoulders round. Feel the sensations along the back of your right leg. Listen to your body here. As we embrace our intention, rest is my birthright. Because it is. You deserve to rest. You don't have to earn that. We're here for a few more seconds. Notice the sensations in your body without judging. Last inhale here. And exhale, and you can gently take your time coming up. All right, and we'll do that same or actually we'll move our blocks to the side. And we'll plant both feet. So uncrossing that left leg, planting the soles of both feet flat on the ground. And you can widen your feet if that is comfortable for you. If you want to add some extra space for your stomach or for your chest. And you can rest your hands on your shin. And we'll do a few rounds of seated cat and cow here. So and also feel free to engage your toes. And we'll inhale here, arch your back, rolling your shoulders down away from your ears, lifting your chin and your gaze up. And exhale, dome your spine, bring your chin to your chest, allow your shoulders to round. And again, inhale, nice big breath, filling your belly, your ribs spreading, your chest rising as you lift your gaze. Exhale, dome your spine, bring your chin to your chest. Feel the air leaving your chest, leaving your ribs, leaving your lower belly. And inhale, move here at your own pace, but I invite you to notice your breath as it moves from your lower belly. Feel your ribs expand as you inhale. Feel your chest rise as you inhale, and then feel all the air gradually leave your body from top to bottom as you exhale. Go again together. Inhale, really feel it this time. Feel your belly, feel your ribs spread apart. Feel your heart, your chest lift as you roll your shoulders down, chin up. Exhale, feel the air leave your chest. Feel your ribs come back closer together. Feel your lower belly empty as you round your shoulders forward. 2 more here. Inhale, really notice. Notice your air entering your body. And exhale. Notice as it leaves from your chest, your ribs, your lower belly. Last time here. Inhale. And exhale. All right, we'll come back to a neutral spine, but we'll do the sequence we just did on our right side now. So you can straighten your left leg out this time. Bend your right leg, bringing the sole of your right foot to the inside of your left leg. Again, if you have a strap, you can go ahead and grab it here. I'll do it with the strap this time since last time I did it without. So whichever way you did it last time, I invite you to try again this time. So inhale here, sitting up nice and tall, rolling your shoulders down, pressing your crown away from the rest of your body. And exhale to pull and guide your chest forward towards your knee. And let's engage the toes on our left foot. So flex and spread those toes, inviting them to participate in this pose. Say hello, toes. You can wiggle them a little. Breathe here into this pose. Notice where there's any tension that you're holding. There may be some along the back of your left leg. We'll inhale here. Send that exhale to your left hamstrings. Toes still engaged. Notice what your neck is doing. Can fix your gaze at your left ankle. And inhale here. And on this exhale, if you're holding the strap, you can release, and we'll come to the passive version of this fold. So you can rest both forearms down, palms facing up. Relaxing your shoulders, letting them round. Relaxing your neck. And taking an inhale here. And then send that exhale to your left hamstring again. You can relax your toes briefly here. Focus on your breath as we embody our intention. Breath Breath is our birthright, but rest is my birthright. You might be holding some tension in your thighs and your quads here. So you can inhale, send that exhale to your quads, sending that message that's saying it's okay, release, relax. Here for a few more seconds. Noticing any sensations in your body, noticing the sensations along your spine. And inhale here, and exhale. You can turn your palms back to face the earth. Press into them as you gently walk your hands back towards your body, taking your time. We'll move our strap away for a second, or we're actually done with it for now. And we'll lift our bent leg, our left leg up, our right leg, up, and cross it. Again, attempting to stack our knees on top of each other. If that's not accessible, again, it's okay if it's a little off-centered, as long as it feels comfortable in your body. And if you have those blocks, we'll place them on the lowest level, just outside of your leg, resting our hands on them. And inhale to sit up nice and tall here, rolling shoulders down and away, crown of your head pressing up. And exhale as we gently allow our spine to round here, coming to another forward fold. So you should feel your hamstring sensations a little bit more in this pose because of how the right leg is crossed on top. Just feel the tension leaving your left hamstrings here. Allow your shoulders to round. Allow yourself to rest on your blocks here. You don't have to be strong in this moment. You can allow gravity and the earth to support you, so be as heavy as you need to be. Send your breath to your left hamstrings. And notice what your mouth is doing. Is it relaxed? If not, give yourself permission to relax here. Move your tongue from the roof of your mouth. Allow it to rest freely. Add some space in between your jaw for these last few seconds. And inhale here. And exhale, you can gently walk your hands back towards your body. And we'll move our blocks to the side for now as we go into seated cat-cow one last time. So again, bending both legs, resting the soles of our feet down as wide as what is necessary, resting our hands on our shin. As we inhale and engage your toes here, filling your belly, spreading your ribs, lifting your chest and your gaze. Exhale, dome your spine, emptying your chest, closing your ribs, emptying your belly. Bring your chin towards your chest. And inhale. Let's see how slowly we can inhale here. Taking your time, really expand your belly, expand your ribs, expand your chest. Getting one last sip of air here. Big inhale. Exhale, nice and slowly. See how slowly you can exhale. Releasing that air from your chest, from your ribs, from your belly. Taking your time, bringing your chin to your chest as you dome your spine. 2 more like this. Inhale, nice and big, taking your time. There's no rush here. And exhale. Last one, make it the best one. Inhale, toes engaged. Nice slow breath. And exhale. Dome your spine, chin to chest, rolling your shoulders. All right, and from here you can bring your spine back neutral, and we will make our way to our stomachs for crocodile pose. So you can just roll onto your stomach. I'll move my blocks out the way so you can see. Okay, and from your stomach, we will rest our arms out wide to a T. You can bring your right cheek in contact with the mat. And we're going to go into a shoulder stretch here. It's very important that you listen to your body. If you feel any pinching, any extreme discomfort here, I invite you to come out of the pose. So we're going to inhale here. And as we exhale, you can take your left hand, use it as a kickstand on the side of your body, rest it next to the left side of your chest, and we'll gently roll over onto our right side, onto our right shoulder. So right arm is still extended straight outside to a T. Left hand is acting as a kickstand. And we're just getting a good shoulder stretch here on our right side. Again, only go as far as what is comfortable. Each of our bodies are different. They each have different limits, and it's important to accept where you are, because forcing does nothing but cause harm. It causes unnecessary pain and discomfort. And so in order to get adequate rest, we need to listen to our bodies, assess what we need, and what you need today may be different from what you needed yesterday. Accept where you are today, resting here for a few more seconds, noticing any sensations. If you're clenching your jaw here, I give you permission to add some space in between your teeth. Take an inhale here and exhale as we welcome and embrace our intention. Rest is my birthright. And notice the sensations along your right arm. And take one last inhale here. And exhale. You can gently come out of that by rolling back onto your stomach, taking your time. And we'll bring one hand stacked on top of the other and rest our forehead down. And we'll come into half frog. So open and bend your right knee out to the side. For a nice hip stretch, you may need to adjust where your hands lay after opening, but find a comfortable position. And take an inhale here. And exhale, relax your shoulders. Send your breath there. Relax your neck. Relax your hips. We store a lot of stress in our hips, and we do a lot of sitting in modern day society, since a lot of us work from computers or work at desks. And so this is a really good, easy stretch for the inner hips here. And take an inhale here. And exhale, send your breath to your right hip. And for the last few seconds of this pose, see if you can bring your right knee up a little bit higher so we can get into that hip a little bit more. And I want you to engage those right toes. So flex and spread those right toes for these last few seconds. Notice the sensations there. Focus on your breath. Keeping those toes engaged, we're almost there. And inhale here. And exhale. You can gently flex your toes, slide that right leg back straight to meet the left, and we'll do the same on the other side. So bringing those arms out to a T once more. This time we're going to roll onto our left side. So you can rest your left cheek onto the mat as we inhale. You can bring that right hand by your chest, using it as a kickstand, and exhale to gently roll onto your left shoulder. So again, notice if there's any pinching, any extreme discomfort, anything that doesn't feel right. If you feel that, roll off of your shoulder a little bit, and it's completely normal for one side to feel a little different, be a little tighter or a little looser than the other. Embrace where you are without judgment. Take an inhale here. Send your exhale to that left shoulder. Listen to your body. We're here for a few more seconds. And inhale here. And exhale, gently roll back onto your stomach. This time, whichever forearm or whichever hand you had stacked on the bottom, bring it to the top as we rest our forehead down. And bring your left knee open to the side this time. Coming to half frog. And take an inhale here. Send your exhale to your left hip. Relax your neck here. Again, gauge if you need to adjust your hands and move them further up or down. But listen to your body. Notice where there's any sensations along your leg. Shoulders down and away from your ears, so we're not scrunched up. We're nice and open here. Open to embracing rest. Repeating the affirmation, rest is my birthright. And inhale here. And exhale. For these last few seconds, we're going to flex that foot and see if you can bring your left knee up a little bit higher. And engage those toes. Sending each exhale to your left hip. Using that foot engagement to keep you present. We're here for a few more seconds. Embracing where you are in this moment, unclenching your jaw. And inhale here. And exhale. You can gently release, straightening that leg out. And we'll roll onto our backs. So from your stomach, just roll on over. And make sure your blocks are nearby. We don't need them for this very next pose, but we'll be using them for the final two poses. And so we'll come into banana pose. So you can bring your arms above your head, grabbing either elbow. And we'll take an inhale here and exhale, and tilt your top half towards the left side of the room, keeping both shoulders down onto the mat. So we're not leaning at all. We're just tilting. We're not lifting. We're just tilting. And we're relaxing our top half down onto the ground, allowing our arms to be nice and heavy here, feeling the effects of gravity. Take an inhale here. Send your exhale to that right shoulder to relax it down. And notice the sensations you feel. You may feel some stretching along your right side body and your midsection and your spine. This is a great gentle spinal twist or spinal stretch, lateral stretch. Focus on your breath here. Notice your stomach rising and falling with every inhale and exhale. Last few seconds. And take an inhale here. Exhale. We'll do the same on the other side. So you can bring your top half back up to center and then over to the right side this time. Inhale here. Exhale, send your breath into that left shoulder, allowing it to relax down onto the mat. So again, no need to lift or twist. It's just a little pivot, a little tilt here. Send your breath to that left shoulder, to your left side body. You may even feel some sensations along the outside of your left arm, along your biceps. Embrace it. If it's uncomfortable, you can come out of that tilt a little, but listen to your body. We each have different needs. Your needs deserve to be honored. If you don't honor your needs, how can you expect someone else to? So we're honoring where our body is. We're honoring the rest that our body needs. And take one last inhale here. And exhale. Gently come back to center. And we'll grab our blocks and place them on either side of our thighs. So add a little space just outside of your mat. And we'll bend our right knee, pulling it towards our chest. You can either interlace or you can just hug and pull your shin towards you, whichever is most comfortable in this moment. And let's engage those toes and those feet. So spread those toes, engage, flex them, pull your knee in towards your chest. Relax your shoulders down onto the mat. So again, we're not scrunched up here, but we're nice and open to receiving. And take an inhale here. And exhale. Let's gently roll our ankle around. Adding some movement here, taking your time. And now let's roll in the opposite direction. And take an inhale here. One last squeeze here. And as we exhale, you can rest your right hand on to your side at a T, palm facing up. And we'll use our left hand to guide our left knee across our body, coming to a twist. Find your block. You may need to adjust your body and rest your just below your knee onto the block. Relax both shoulders down onto the mat. Take an inhale here and send your breath into your spine. Relax your neck here. Relax your hips. Allow yourself to surrender to the twist. As we embrace our intention, rest is my birthright. Notice where you feel tightness and send your exhales there. Trust what your body is saying to you. And take one last inhale here. And exhale, you can gently use your hand to bring your knee back up and rest it down on the mat. And we'll repeat the same with our left leg. So this time, straightening the right leg out, bending the left knee, and bringing it towards your chest. So again, our shoulders aren't scrunched, but they're nice and relaxed, away from our ears and down towards the ground. Let's engage our left toes. Let's engage that left foot. So go ahead and flex and spread your toes. And notice if this side feels any different than the right side did. And it's not an assessment, it's just noticing, just an observation here. And take an inhale here. And exhale, let's begin to roll that ankle. Taking your time. And I invite you to go into the joint at your ankle and notice the movement as it shifts as you roll your ankle. Let's roll in the opposite direction. So just notice the sensations as they move around in a circle. Toes still flexed and active here. Get one last roll and inhale. Squeeze, one last squeeze. And exhale, you can rest your left arm out and open to the side with your palm facing up. You can use your right hand to gently guide that left knee across your body into a twist. Let's find our block on the other side. And the goal is to rest both shoulders on the mat. If you're having trouble keeping your left shoulder down, you can bring your left arm a little closer to your body. So that way you can still rest that hand down. You don't have to keep it as engaged. So let's relax our feet down. Rest your knees, relax your neck, relax your hip. Take an inhale here. Send your breath wherever you feel tension. Trust what your body is saying to you. We're here for about a minute as we embrace our intention. Rest is my birthright. Noticing the sensations in your body. Relaxing that left shoulder. Sending your breath there. One last inhale here. And exhale, you can gently roll back onto your back. Straightening both legs out, and you can pitter-patter them here. And we'll keep our blocks at our side, but we'll bring them a little closer to our bodies. We'll come into our final pose, a reclined butterfly. So you can bend your legs, bringing your feet flat and close together, your feet to touch. We'll bring the soles of our feet together and let your knees splay open like a book as they find your blocks, and you can rest them on your blocks. If you need to come to the higher level, you can. Your feet may slide down a little like mine just did. That is okay. We are passive in this pose, so find where you prefer your knees to rest here on your blocks. And you can, again, bring one hand to your heart, and let's bring the other hand to our belly. And you can close your eyes or lower your gaze here. And take an inhale through your nose, feeling your belly and your ribs expanding and your chest rising. And exhale, releasing. Again, inhaling here, feeling all the way up from bottom to top. And exhale, taking your time, nice and slow. We're going to welcome in our intention. Rest is my birthright. And I invite you to keep repeating that affirmation to yourself so that you can truly embody it, so that you can truly trust and know in your body, in your subconscious mind, that rest is your birthright. Keep focusing on taking big, slow breaths here. And at the bottom of each breath, I want you to repeat, rest is my birthright. So let's inhale here, filling your belly, expanding your ribs, filling your chest. And exhale, emptying your chest, bringing your ribs back together, emptying your belly. Rest is my birthright. Again, inhaling here from your belly, from your ribs, from your chest. Exhale from your chest, from your ribs, from your belly. Rest is my birthright. Again, inhale from your belly, expand your ribs into your chest. Exhale from your chest, bring your ribs back together, empty your belly. Rest is my birthright. 2 more times here, really with intention. Feel it. Inhale into your belly, your ribs, and your chest. Exhale from your chest to your ribs, to your belly. Rest is my birthright. Last time here. Inhale, nice and big, biggest breath yet, with intention. Exhale from top to bottom. Rest is my birthright. And allow yourself to rest here for a few seconds as you embody that affirmation. Embodying what rest looks like, what rest feels like, what rest smells like, what rest tastes like. Really feeling that all throughout your body. Notice the sensations in your body after this practice, after this act of self-love. And from here, you can gently begin to wiggle your fingers to awaken your body. You can wiggle your toes. You can flex and spread them. You can straighten your arms out to the side. You can gently remove your blocks. Straighten your legs down towards the bottom of the mat. We'll roll onto our left side and briefly rest here in fetal pose. Noticing what you feel in your body. Noticing the difference in how you feel now versus how you felt before we began the practice. And one last inhale here. And exhale, you can use your right hand to gently press up. to a seat, whatever seat is comfortable for you in this moment. And we'll seal off this practice by reaching our hands out and up. Inhale here. And exhale, bringing your palms to touch and allowing them to rest at your forehead, your third eye, reminding yourself to be mindful of what you allow yourself to believe, reminding yourself that rest is not something that has to be earned, but it is your birthright. You deserve it in this moment. And now bringing your palms to your lips to remind yourself to be mindful of not only the words you speak to others, but most importantly, the words that you speak to yourself. And bringing your palms now to your heart center to remind yourself that you are loved, you are purpose-filled, and rest is your birthright. You don't have to wait for it. You don't have to work yourself into the ground for it. You deserve it now in this moment as you are. And we'll bow forward here. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining. I hope that you find great rest after this practice. And I am open to any feedback in the comments. This class is a part of my 500-hour yoga teacher training. So thank you so much for contributing to me improving as a yoga teacher. I appreciate you, and the light in me sees and honors the light in you. Until next time, bye.